Ms. Byram, could we have roll call?
Yes. Ms. Dawson,
Here.
Ms. Harrington,
Here.
Mr. Hawkins,
Yeah.
Mr. Rickett,
Here.
Miss Whittington.
Here.
Madam Chair, the clerk certifies the presence of a quorum.
Thank you. All right. Do we have any changes to the agenda?
No, ma'am.
We're all good? All right. We need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And we will now be going into closed session, so I need a closed session motion, please.
I'm
Are you-
working on it.
You just told me you were there.
I am, but I can't find where she sent it to me.
Do you want me to read it? Do you want to read it from
Yes, go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Pursuant to 2.2-3711A of the Code of Virginia, the Orange County School Board will convene a closed meeting for the following: discussion of personnel or the performance of a division employee as authorized by Section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia for resignation, termination, transfer, employment, salary adjustment, and retirement of employees.
All right. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. We are now in closed session.
I don't know why I have such a difficult time with this. And I was even the one asking for the bigger one, and I'm still struggling with it. She's getting annoyed with me now.
No, I'm not. Oh.
All right, I will call our meeting back to order. We need closed session certification, please.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion, whereas the Orange County School Board has convened a closed meeting on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas 2.2-3712D of the Code of Virginia requires certification by the school board that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with Virginia law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Orange County School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed, and only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered.
Second.
All right, and we need a roll call vote.
Mr. Hawkins,
Yes.
Miss Dawson,
Yes.
Mr. Rickett,
Yes.
Miss Whittington,
Yes.
Miss Harrington.
Yes.
Madam Chair, the clerk certifies the vote as follows: 5 yes votes and no votes. The resolution is approved by a 5-0 vote.
Right, thank you so much. All right, item B, Dr. Hornick, recommendation.
Yes, ma'am. Recommend approval of the personnel actions as presented in closed session.
All right. Ms. Whittington, do you have that motion?
Yep, I recommend approval of the personnel agenda to include retirement, resignation, transfer, salary adjustment, and employment of staff, extracurricular, and coaching appointments.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, so I will now open session, and please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we are at item 5, Dr. Hornick, recognition.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to call for our athletic director at Orange County High School, Mr. Mike Neely, to come forward for some special recognitions this evening. Mike, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Hornick. Ms.
Yes,
Byron,
sir.
School board members, good evening. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to a couple exceptional human beings tonight. As a student athlete, it takes a great deal of dedication to be a scholar and an athlete, but it takes an even greater amount of dedication to achieve what these two folks here tonight have achieved. They are state champions in their respective sports, and that's something that's pretty rare at our high school. And so when that does happen, we like to honor those achievements. If it's okay with you, I would like to bring up them one at a time with their coach. And I'd
Yes,
like
please.
to put their coach on the spot a little bit by touting some of their accomplishments, because in order to be an all-state champion, you have to do something pretty remarkable. First, I would like to recognize Mr. Brandon Testa, who is a junior at Orange County High School. He is nationally ranked in the shot put and has just won the indoor Class 4 state championship for shot put. And along the way, he set the meet record, which has been in existence for gosh knows how many years. But Brandon, would you and Mrs. Pinnell please come up? Mrs. Pinnell, if you could just, some of Brandon's accomplishments.
Thanks for the heads up. Well, I'm just excited to be here and recognize Brandon. He is a hardworking student athlete. Indoor track and field, he did not lose a single meet that he threw in, and he broke multiple facility records, including, like what Mr. Neely said, the state meet record for Class 4 this year. He also holds both of our shot put records, indoor and outdoor, at the high school, which he broke last year and had stood since like the 1970s. So he is an athlete that I'm excited to continue with outdoor and looking forward to even more success as he goes on.
It's incredible.
Good job, Brandon.
Congratulations.
Next, I'd like to bring up an exceptional young lady who is a 3-time state champion, which is unbelievable. And the neat thing about, sorry, here I go rambling. The neat thing about being a state champion in Orange County High School is that your plaque is put up in the high school in perpetuity. So what's fun is that Sophia, Brandon, years from now, when they come back to Orange County High School to visit or to see their children compete, they can look up and say, see what mom and dad did, their proud accomplishments, and it's there, like I said, in perpetuity. And it's a pretty neat thing we do here, and I can't wait to put their plaques up. But so the next person we're going to bring up is Sophia Slaughter. As I said, 3-time state champion in female wrestling. And she keeps doing all these amazing things. She goes past the VHSL and does these national tournaments and keeps winning at those too. I'll let Steve talk more about that. But she's an exceptional young lady, and is it okay if I tell them about what you just did? She just signed to Delaware State, which is a Division I college, and she's going to be wrestling for them. Sophia Slaughter.
So thank you all for having us here. Mike went over a lot of it. I mean, he kind of spoiled it for me a little bit. You know, she is, as of yesterday, an NHSCA All-American. She's also a Fargo All-American, so she does do a lot of traveling during the summer. She continues to wrestle throughout the year. That's a one-sport athlete at this point. She is one of only 3 wrestlers to ever have accomplished a three-peat as being a state champion for Orange County. So huge deal for her. Bright future ahead of her. You know, we got big plans for NCAA as well. So, you know,
That's awesome.
Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing more of it.
Congratulations.
Thank you all for letting us take some time out to honor these amazing athletes. What's even, I don't know, maybe more impressive, honestly, than their athletic accomplishments is the type of people they are. These are just amazing young men and women. It's been my pleasure to get to know you guys, Sophia, for 4 years, and you, Brandon, for 3 years. I can't wait to see what more you have in store, and you at the next level. We're very, very proud of your accomplishments, and yeah.
So, Mike, Brandon broke the record at the high school. So the individual that held it from the 1970s, I know him, and he wants to meet you. He wants to meet you. He's very excited to meet you, so we will coordinate that. But the only other thing is I want to thank Steve and the coaches. I didn't hear your name. I'm sorry. I know your name.
Amber Pinnell.
Amber, thank you. I want to thank both of you guys. Coaching's a lot. It's a lot. And you guys contribute in a large way to these young people doing well. And would definitely just like to thank you guys for the commitment of your time. You know, 9 o'clock at night, that phone rings. It doesn't shut off, and even on the off season. So, congratulations to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Neely and coaches, and Sonia and Brandon. We're just so very proud of you. You thanked us for letting you come. We thank you for privileging us with your presence here tonight. And congratulations. We're very proud, and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
We're dealing with the athletic recognition, so you know I'm not going to shut up. I'll recognize Brandon first. Incredible. And working under adverse conditions. This young man throws a shot put further than anybody I've ever seen in Orange and most other places. And when he does it at practice, he has to run down the hill to get it, okay? Because but the good news is there is improvements on the way for your shot put rink. And
you will set a new record next year on
flat ground.
On flat ground.
Okay. And I think you broke Rod Sedgwick's shot put record. You shattered it, and I think Benny's discus record is getting ready to get shattered this year too. So congratulations for that. And Sophia, unbelievable, darling. 3 state championships. I coached wrestling, football, and track here. Brandon, also, I'd love to see you out for football, okay? But Sophia, unbelievable. I go down to the Arts Festival Friday night. Sophia, 3-time state champion, she's got 2 or 3 pieces of art on the wall down there. So this is a multi-talented individual right here, and a great girl. because I've had a chance to teach her and her sister in driver's ed, and they did well with that too. Stephen, unbelievable, buddy. I mean, you've done a great job with the men's program, but this man right here has developed the women's wrestling program, not for
Correct.
just Orange County, but for this state.
That's right.
All right. His daughter just placed third in the inaugural NCAA Women's Wrestling Championship. She's an Orange County graduate. So we're well represented. Congratulations to you, too. Ms. Pennell, keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Doing a great job with those kids. How many kids you got out this year?
We're about 45 to 50 right now.
I've seen it not too long ago where it was down to about 20. So they're making great strides.
Mr. Holmes,
Mike,
thank you for recognizing the coaches
That's
and,
right.
and Jack too, their dedication.
Well-
Real quick, funny story. You were
They're
mentioning
under you, though, buddy.
the shot put. The shot put. So for those of you who don't know, our shot put area is up at the track, and it's also where the bus garage is, right? So we park our buses there, and Brandon throws it so far that we had to call Justin and say, "But Justin, can you move the buses about 50 yards more that way because this kid's throwing it right through the windows."
You keep throwing it, and we'll keep moving buses, I promise.
that's my challenge. Break a window. I'd love to see it. Sorry, Justin.
Just for you, Justin. Mike, I think the board would appreciate if we could grab a picture with our athletes, and if their families would like to join in as well, and the coaches, we would come over here to the backdrop, and we'll do one with Brandon and his folks, and Sophia with her folks, if that's good. I'd like to have you come up, Mike. Is that good?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to Judy about how does she envision her time being split in this school? Where she can work us, because that's gonna make a difference. Completely agree. I just didn't get a chance because you were But she's gonna stay for me, I'll ask her.
No, I'm trying to see if we can get it condensed into. Yes, yes. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, got it. All right, can we get y'all back in there? We'll do one big group shot.
Want us up on risers to make a
Everybody shift this way one step. Perfect. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. Absolutely. Congratulations, guys.
Yes, they're great kids, too.
Our little rural county producing champions. Very cool. Very cool.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
It's so cool. Mike, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board. That was fantastic.
Yes, agreed. All right, that brings us to number 6, which is our action items. So we have 6A, our overnight out-of-state field trip request.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the overnight out-of-state field trip request as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, item B, approval of the math textbook adoption recommendation.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the adoption of the Kidham Elementary math textbooks.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. And C, the Carl Perkins Grant application submission. Need a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the submission of the Carl Perkins Grant application.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. And that carries, which brings us to D, the E-rate switch project award of bid recommendation.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the award of the bid for the 2026-2027 E-rate switch project to Magna 5.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, and then we're down to E, the proposed FY 26-27 budget. Is there a motion on the floor?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the superintendent's proposed fiscal year 2026-2027 budget as presented.
I'll second that.
All right. Is there any further discussion on it?
Good job.
Are we all good to go?
Good job putting it together and explaining it. That presentation was very helpful.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it, the time that went into putting that all together.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, moving right along, we're down at number 7, board member items. So item A is a proposed resolution supporting local control and education governance. And Ms. Byram has it on the screen. And this is time sensitive because this is in relation to 2 bills that have been passed by our General Assembly that Governor Spanberger will be looking at and deciding whether to sign or veto. And so it's an opportunity for us to express our concern about the loss of local control that those 2 particular bills may represent. So we haven't had a lot of time to go over it, so I'm thinking maybe perhaps we should read it tonight because it's a newer item. So, whereas the Orange County School Board is charged by the citizens of Orange County with the responsibility to oversee the operation of its public schools in a manner that reflects local priorities, needs, and fiscal realities. And whereas the principle of local control has long been a cornerstone of public education in the Commonwealth of Virginia, ensuring that decisions affecting students, staff, and resources are made by those closest to the community. And whereas current Virginia law already provides a local option for public employers, including school boards, to adopt or decline collective bargaining in accordance with the needs and preferences of their communities. And whereas House Bill 1263 and Senate Bill 378 in this 2026 session, currently under consideration by the governor, would alter this locally controlled framework by imposing additional statewide requirements and constraints on local decision-making. And whereas such legislation represents a significant shift away from local discretion and risk limiting the ability of locally elected school boards to effectively manage their divisions in alignment with community needs and available resources. And whereas the Orange County School Board believes that preserving local authority is essential to accountability, fiscal responsibility, and the continued success of public education in Orange County and across the Commonwealth. Now therefore be it resolved that the Orange County School Board reaffirms its strong support for the principle of local control in public education governance, and be it further resolved that the Orange County School Board respectfully but strongly urges the Governor of Virginia, in collaboration with the General Assembly, to pursue a path forward that ensures House Bill 1263 and Senate Bill 378 do not diminish the authority of locally elected school boards and instead preserve flexibility for local decision-making. And be it finally resolved that the clerk of the board is directed to transmit a copy of this resolution to the Governor of Virginia, members of the Orange County Legislative Delegation, and other appropriate state officials. So I would request that we act on this tonight because Governor Spanberger's deadline is April 13th, and we will not meet again prior to that date. So do we have some discussion on or suggestions on this particular document, changes, additions? deletions.
And what we'll do is, if any feedback that we have from board members, I'll work with Micah, who has looked over this once as we speak, and then I would send it back out to you and just reach out to you individually to make sure everybody's comfortable before we send it off. We wanted to make sure that there was agreement for a majority of the board that such a statement, what you would like to have a statement, and then we will make sure that each board member is comfortable with the content of the resolution before sending.
I would just ask where it's be it further resolved, the Orange County School Board respectfully but strongly urges the governor of Virginia to veto.
Fair enough. Okay.
And then word it how you want to word it.
Yep,
But
will do.
I would like to see us send the message, we're doing fine here.
I don't think by April 13th, there's going to be any time for them to pursue a path forward that changes anything in it. So I agree that it would be better just to say veto at this
We
point.
will work that, and I will send it back out to the board.
And I think particularly because it's already an option in Virginia based on
Correct.
previous legislation. I don't really understand why they feel the need to make it a mandate. The only other thing, and as I said, this was we didn't have a lot of time to look at this before tonight, but the only other thing I thought we maybe would want to include.
You had that other whereas.
Is the other potential whereas, and I don't know if you all have even had a chance to see, I made a comment on it earlier, but it was this afternoon. We do not have taxing authority as a school board in Virginia, so this pending legislation would require school boards to commit to long-term binding agreements, but no revenue to pay for them, as a potential.
We could also potentially add in
whereas, if
something
you
as
all
far
agree.
as, if we want to urge our folks in Richmond to maybe focus attention first on fixing the funding formula, that could potentially be some language in here as well, so.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I believe that it wouldn't even be successful unless the changes that have been recommended or other changes are implemented at the state level revenue, relative to the revenue, the JLARC recommendations, the LCI component, and the SOQs. I've worked in school districts that have this. I've worked in others that don't, but I don't believe what they're trying to do with just that specific legislation would even be successful. It would just set us all up for a divisive position. Yeah.
So we will incorporate the edits that have come forward, and then we will reshare it.
Since I know that there is a time constraint on it, do you want to craft it and just send it out to us, and that?
So what's the appropriate procedure for us to approve
So what
it?
we're looking tonight is, we would like to have a motion to essentially approve us, and approve the sending of a resolution to the aforementioned people after it has been, vetted by the school board attorney. And what we would do is we would take the language from the suggestions we have had here, run it through Micah, and then send it back to the board one more time, and I will call board members individually to make sure that there's comfortability across the board with all five, and then when we have that as a thumbs up, we will send it.
Okay,
And so the motion this evening will unlock the gate, so to speak, so that we can send the document once it is sufficient from everybody's perspective.
so it looks like the motion on our agenda covers what you just said.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. Yep.
All right, so, could we get a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the superintendent's proposed, to approve the proposed resolution pending a review by the school board attorney.
A
Second.
All right. All discussion has been said. No- Nothing else to add? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries. All right, that brings us down to item 8, board member reports, and I'm up first on that with our prep meeting, Piedmont Regional Education Program. So we met March 18th, I think it was. Essentially, a pretty short and sweet meeting about the budget for this coming year, keeping the cost consistency at about $63,000 a slot for the day students at Ivy Creek, keeping the fund balance protected, adding autism as an option, elementary autism specifically, at $75,000 a slot, bringing the FY27 budget there to about right around $5 million. So that's what they're working with. And then they did announce that there's a carnival coming up on the 29th there at Ivy Creek from 12 to 3, and invited folks to come and participate with the students. And the Ballum Library dedication also there at Ivy Creek is on April 15th at 1:30. And that's it for Piedmont. So, Mr. Hawkins, we're up with you on Head Start.
Okay. As I go through this, Judy, if I screwed it up any, please let me know, okay? All right. The Head Start meeting, it's just to go over, review, we're on year 3 of a federal 5-year budget, which is goes to the end of this June. All right. Both the policy accounts and the parent accounts have not been touched, with $3,000 each remaining in it. All right. We've been faced with declining ADM projections for the last 2 years, which has brought some concern to Ms. Lohr. The additional health insurance cost of $145,000 for just Head Start was not covered in this 5-year budget, and an effort to absorb some of this will be partially covered by using the money from my Head Start teaching position that was not filled during this past year. All right, and the remaining money that will need to be used, there's some left over in the budget that'll be used to absorb that health insurance. There will be no Head Start raises for next year. There will be a step increase and a COLA increase if it is made available. Okay, if this happens again next year, Heidi projects that one 12-month position will be reduced to 11-month, and possibly a reduction of one more staff position. All right, there was a $1,200 bonus for Head Start staff approved in December that will be given in a future date. All right, as of right now, there are no other specific needs. The program itself, curriculum assessments are being done through observation at the lower levels. 4-year-old testing has been done in literacy, math, and other areas as we speak. And Heidi reports that all the classrooms have been modernized over the past 2 or 3 years, so there's nothing that they have to do as far as facilities go. There is a major change in reporting, which is a reduction in documents. In the past years, years 2 through 5, had to be approved by Policy Council or the board, not anymore. Okay. A change of scope request was made and approved because they were having a difficult time sustaining full classrooms in Head Start. So the change of scope was approved, and the decreased class size were approved without loss of funding. So that was significant. Okay. Other news. Cafeteria staff within Head Start is working on matching names with meals. I'm not sure what that's all about, but you know, that's what she said anyway. Okay, advocates are doing family visits to check on student goals. Okay, advocates are providing info to the family regarding safety and outdoor activities during the parent meetings that they're having. Okay, and they're also looking into events. This is kind of cool, that focus on dad and kid activities. Okay, that's a pretty cool thing they're talking about doing. And then April 30th, the kids will meet with principals and kindergarten teachers. And, I'm not sure if that's over reporting or under reporting, but I couldn't get AI to work for me. So okay, all right, okay.
Straight from the heart.
Okay.
That was good, Mr. Hawkins. Thank
All
you. All right, any questions for Mr. Hawkins? Good?
Are you okay with doing the legislative one? I've got, my brain's kind of.
You want me to do it? Okay. All right, so that brings us to item C, our Legislative Affairs Council. So we were able to meet together, Ms. Harrington, myself, with Dr. Hornick and Ms. Byram sometime. I don't remember when.
March 6th.
There, it's right there in front of me, March 6th. So that was really just to establish, because this is sort of a reboot of a council that we had tried to get started before. So our purpose, our priorities, the next steps that we want to take, mainly focusing on legislative efforts, working on designating a member of the council to serve as the division's Virginia School Board Association delegate representation, developing and monitoring our legislative priorities, and increasing engagement with our elected officials. So we're discussing having school visits and a potential legislative brunch with our current elected officials. That would be Delegate Hamilton, Delegate Scott, and Senator Reeves currently. Also, the importance of developing clear legislative materials, and I thought it was pretty funny. Ms. Byram had dug up one from, what year was that?
2020.
2020, so 6 years ago. And I said, well, we can just copy this one and put a new date on it, because it's essentially everything that we said then is still the case now, that we need to have them move on, most particularly the budget finance funding formula at the state level. So recurring legislative concerns, school funding, the funding formula, and the recommendations from JLARC. So our next steps are identifying the division's VSBA delegate and alternate, and I think that's been done. I think Ms. Harrington has agreed to serve as the delegate and Mr. Hawkins as our alternate. Continuing communication with the Board of Supervisors, and that it's really been a wonderful collaboration. As a matter of fact, I spoke to Supervisor Nickel just today. The back and forth between the two boards has really been an amazing thing to see develop. So that's ongoing on multiple levels. Future engagement with our state level officials, I just named them, and then drafting legislative priorities for future review. And this is an aside, but since it came up, maybe is an appropriate place to go ahead and mention our VSBA request for membership back into VSBA has been approved, but their fiscal year starts July 1, correct, Ms. Byram?
Yes.
And they do not prorate. So in order to have immediate membership, we would have to pay a full year of membership now, and again, July 1, and that would be dumb,
Completely
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
Yes.
All right. So we will take that up and have membership as of July 1st.
July 1st. Yeah.
All right. And then we're to, what are we to? I lost my,
School Board Governance Council.
Madam
Want me to
Chair,
do-
before we get into that, I did notice on my way here today that there is going to be an upcoming town hall, I believe it was April 8th, that are going to be with our legislators, Ms. Hamilton and Mr. Scott. And I didn't know if we may want to consider having something from the board to present during that town hall.
do you have the information on that? I'm not aware
It
of
just
it.
came through, just a little bit, yeah, all I have is that,
April.
I'll forward it, but yeah, it's
Okay.
April 8th, 6 to 8. I forget where it's going to be, and it's just basically a town hall. I didn't see any specific priorities that were being discussed, but I would say, as we have discussed before, we need to keep our voices loud on the funding aspect of their job.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's a good suggestion to engage with them every opportunity
Yeah.
that we can. All right, so we're at Governance Council. Ms. Whittington, you want to take that one?
Yep. So, because we enjoy each other's company so much, we also had our School Board Governance Council meeting on March 6th as well. And so we had Mrs. Dawson, myself, Ms. Harrington, Dr. Hornick, and Ms. Byram in attendance. And we discussed the purpose, priorities, and next steps with a focus on developing a proposal for a student representative to the school board and establishing a process for policy review. Ms. Harrington agreed to lead the research and drafting of the student representative proposal. We also, Ms. Byram developed an amazing tracker for us because she is a miracle worker on sheets. So we have agreed to go through, Mrs. Dawson and I, 50 policies per month that need to be reviewed in order to get all overdue reviews done by July 1st, and we are chugging away at it, and it's going really well. So policies that don't create any substantive changes, either they have grammatical or maybe another legal or cross-reference to update, they're not going to require formal board approval to be marked as reviewed and not approved, but there will be some that we do have thoughts on that will be moved forward, and we're going to try to group those together as we can at the end of each month and get those moving along.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or discussions about those?
I just wanted to say thanks to the three of you for, I call that doing the heavy lifting. So I didn't know it was 50 a month.
That's our goal. Our goal is 50 months.
That's our goal. We're on track, though. We are on track.
We're at over 50 for March, and we're not even done with the month yet.
Yeah. Kudos.
We still have one more day.
Yeah, we have one more day.
Kudos to the
Don't let me know that. I'm going to
Right home
assign some
tonight and
more.
read some more policies. All right. So that brings us down to item 9, board member comments, future items. We'll just start at the end. Ms. Harrington, do you have anything?
No, I do not tonight, thank you.
All right, Mr. Hawkins?
The arts festival at the high school was
Awesome.
pretty
Amazing.
daggone cool. The artwork from the little ones, those kids at Unionville, they made desserts, and I was ready to eat them. I mean, those things were amazing looking, and I mean, they crafted them with their own hands. That was pretty.
Art of dessert.
And then, yeah, the art of dessert. I'm pretty good at that. But also the music, the choruses. I am already convinced I am going to see The Little Mermaid.
Yep.
That little girl that's the lead is amazing. So we got a lot of good things going on in this county.
We really do. All right, Mr. Rickett?
I was just going to comment on our high school football coach ran, and maybe somebody else has a little bit more details than I did, but ran flag football for a lot of our schools. Judy's nodding your head. Do you? I know it was Gordon Barber. There was. It seemed like the attendance was pretty strong,
It's a
and
big
this
thing
is
nowadays.
consecutive years back to back. So, anything to add that I'm?
I don't know exactly how many schools were involved, but I do know that they had a large turnout for that on Saturday.
Good, good. So, thank you, sir.
Very nice, okay.
Oh, terrific.
Who
So,
ended up winning, Chris?
5th grade was Grimes' team, and the 4th grade was Orange Elementary.
That's great.
Thank
so
you.
thanks to, Coach Bayless, and I'm sure he didn't do it by himself, and everybody that helped put something like that together. It's just a great community event, so thank you.
Ms. Whittington?
I just want to echo something you sent in email, Ms. Dawson, but just thanking everyone that came out to the Valley Link public meeting and made their voices heard. It was a great opportunity to speak into what's going on and give our perspectives and pushbacks. And then just Dr. Hornick and Mr. Sedano to get the high school ready and give that space over to the community so we could gather a large group of people together.
That's a great evening.
Thank you to your team as well, Marshall, Justin, all you guys,
Yeah,
yeoman's work.
Yeah.
well done. It really was an effective
And I think they-
efficiently run event, I think.
I think they only asked us 2 weeks in advance to accommodate them, so I appreciate the work that goes into that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to echo what Mr. Hawkins already mentioned. I got to be at the Fine Arts Festival Friday evening at the high school, and definitely put May 1st or 2nd on your calendar to go see The Little Mermaid at the high school. It's going to be amazing. It was a great little taste of it. But every group, the choirs, the drama, the band, the indoor percussion. I know they had a competition yesterday, I think. I'm not sure how that turned out, but it was incredible. I told the director, just watching those students set it all up was incredible before they even performed it. It was, I mean, they're just like little, it ran like clockwork. It was incredible. So well done, those folks. I think we're talking about moving this meeting in April to Locust Grove Middle School for a State of the Schools presentation, so keep our eyes and ears open for that forthcoming information. Ms. Whittington mentioned it already, but collaboration with the Board of Supervisors, the Valley Link issue is not going to go away anytime soon. And as I said, I spoke to Supervisor Nickel today, and they have lots of different modes of attack that they're options that they're planning, and have asked for our collaboration as the school board with them, which we'll be happy to do. And also collaborating on the budgets has been an amazing experience this time. And then next week is spring break.
Yay.
6th to 10th. Yay, everybody cheers. All right, I think that's all we have. Anything else from anyone? Dr. Hornick?
No, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right, that brings us to number 10. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.